what in the transformations?
Translation, reflection, and rotation.
Translation, reflection, and rotation. Okay, so who's Sabine يا شباب? Who's Sabine? مين Sabine? It's not in my class.
صغيرة.
Who?
هي صغيرة مش
Okay,
معانا.
so she's not in our class. Okay, then we started before today, sorry. We are going to revise with congruent transformations. Then you proved when whether two triangles were congruent. Now identify, we want to identify the reflections, translations, and rotations, and verify congruence after the congruence transformations. So transformations. Second figure, a second figure that looks exactly like the first but is shifted or flipped or rotated or changed the side, we can call it by what? We can call it by what? Transformations, right? So a transformation is an operation that maps an original geometric figure, the pre-image, onto a new figure called called what?
Image.
Image. You. What happened here in this one? Which transformation in front of you?
Translation.
Translation. Very good. So which word we can say it in the state of translation? The famous word, the key word for the translation is?
Slide.
Slide. Thank you. Then
Slide.
flap, moved. So in this one now, what happened for the last one?
Rotation.
It rotated.
For the left one, for the last one, it's a rotation. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we can look at the three figures in front of us. The first figure, what happened to the figure? The figure is
Reflection.
reflection. Very good. The second figure is moved, which means it's a translation. What happened to the third one? Rotation. Very good. Okay. So a transformation can be noted using an arrow, the transformation statement for the triangle ABC to the triangle XYZ. So the pre-image is ABC and the image is XYZ. Tells you that A is mapped to X. Then I have A, it's mapped to X. And B is mapped to what? B
Y.
to Y. And C?
Z.
Z. So the first one is the pre-image and the second one is image.
Miss Howard, I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, the pre-image is the like the one that's copied or
no, here is it. It's in front of you. Close your eyes and open it in the same moment. Pre-image is what? The original figure.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the pre-image is the original figure. And this is the pre-image, the original figure. After that, if we want to find the image, so the image, the figure after a transformation. Is this your question, ya Judy?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so the pre-image, the original figure, and the image is the figure after a transformation. So in this case, we have A, B, C, and the image, it's A prime, B prime, C prime. What happened? Which transformations in front of you now, grade 8?
Reflection.
Reflection. I said reflection on
Y-axis.
Y-axis. Don't say only, yes. Don't say only reflection. You have to say reflection on Y-axis.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So we said that the pre-image is the original figure, and the image is the figure after a transformation. And for this one, we said it's a reflection on Y-axis. So to tell two images apart, use a prime notation. Did you see this sign? Did you see this sign?
Yeah.
So when naming images of the figure, list corresponding points in the same order. but we are going to put just a sign over it. It's called prime. A congruence transformation is called what? Huh? Congruence transformations. We can call it. Huh?
Rigid transformation.
It's called rigid. Okay. A transformation or an isometry is one in which the position of the image may differ from that of the pre-image, but the two figures remain congruent. So the three main types of congruence transformations are the three main types of congruence transformations are
Translation, reflection, and rotation.
yes, translation, reflection, and rotation. The order is not important, but the three main types of congruent transformations are reflection, translation, and rotation. So in front of you now, this is a chart to explain and to revise all what you want to know about reflection, translation, and rotation. Luigi Norman, could you please start with the first type of transformation? Read, please. What do you have in front of you now?
Let's read layer reflection, okay?
Yeah, honey. Yes.
Okay. A reflection or flip is a transformation over a line called the line of reflection. Each
تمام.
point of the preimage and its image are the same distance from the line of reflection.
From the line of reflection. Thank you so much. So what we can name the line at the middle here? The line at the middle here is
Line of reflection.
line of reflection.
Line of reflection.
Yes, line of reflection. And the pre-image and the image point, they should be from the line of reflection. They should be
Congruent.
Had the same
distance. They
distance.
should be same distance. Okay. So each point of the pre-image and its image are the same distance from the line of reflection. Let's move to the next one. A translation. Yalla Yusuf. لا Yusuf absent today. Okay, let's say Fadia. Fadia, what do you know about translation, ya Fadia?
Translation or اللي هي slide.
Slide. Okay, so a translation or slide is a
transformation that moves all points of the original figure the same distance in the same direction.
In the same distance, in the same direction. Which means if you will try to find the image of or to translate a figure so that moves all points, it will not move only one point, it moves all points of the original figure that the same in the same direction. Okay, so if I'm going to move K, for example, 3 centimeters, so or 3 units, I will move L 3 units, I will move J 3 units in the same direction. What about the last one? The last one is rotation. Right. Let me check with you something for a translation. Did you remember for any translation we have to check 3 main points, which is the pre-image and then the rule and then
Image.
the image. Yes, then if you want to work with a translation, so you have to check if you want to answer algebraically, right? It's not by graphing. Then for a translation, we have to check the pre-image, the rule, and the image. What about if you have the pre-image and the rule? What you are going to do?
Look for the image.
We will add or we will subtract. If you have the pre-image and you have the rule,
add.
We will add, yes. So once you have the pre-image and you have the rule, then you have to add. What about if you have the image and the rule and you want the pre-image? You have to subtract. Thank you. What about if you have the image and the pre-image?
subtract also.
Subtract also. And once you want to subtract, then you are going to start from the image. Did you understand me?
Yeah.
Then the only
Miss?
case, yes,
Miss, can you say this part again?
this part again. Okay, in case if you have the pre-image, like you have 3 and 4, okay, and you have a rule, and the rule said x minus 2 y plus 1, okay, and I'm looking for the image. Could you please tell me the image, how you will calculate the image in this question?
3 minus 2
3 minus 2, yes,
Minus 2 and 4 plus 1.
thank you. So it will be 3 minus 2, it will be equal 1, and 4 plus 1, it will be equal 5. What happened? Already I added 3 plus negative 2 equal 1, and 4 plus 1 equal 5. Why? Because already I have the pre-image and I have the rule. What about if I'm going to cancel the rule? So you have the question like this from the beginning. Okay, so I'm looking for the rule. How we are going to find the rule?
So I make 5 minus
We
3.
will subtract.
We will subtract. Yes, 1 minus 3, right?
Yeah.
Then 1 minus 3, it will be equal how many?
Negative 2.
Negative 2. Exactly. And 5 minus 4.
Y plus 1.
1. Y
Yes,
plus 1.
very good. Then we have from the beginning, what do you have at the beginning? You have a pre-image and you have what? The image. And we are looking for the rule. Then how did you find the rule, grade 8?
Subtract them both.
Subtract. Very good. Subtract. The third example, I'm going to erase this one.
Miss, I
Okay.
don't understand how we got the rule.
How you got the rule? Subtracted image minus the pre-image. Image minus the pre-image.
Okay.
Okay. Third case, I have the image and I have the rule and I'm looking for the pre-image. How you will find it? I have the image.
We will add the
We
rule.
will subtract. We will
5 minus
subtract.
1.
My advice to all of you, once you have the image, then you have to subtract and start from the image.
Yes.
Okay? Then once you have the image, now I'm looking for the value of the pre-image. Then it will be 1 minus negative 2. It will be how many?
3.
Negative 1.
3. 1 minus negative 2. It will be 3. 5 minus 1. It will be
4.
4. Okay? If there anyone can tell me again the part which I was explaining it? We were talking about what?
How to get the
Yes,
pre-image
Fadia.
and the rule.
Fadia, could you please explain to me?
Yes. How to get the rule and how to get the rule how to get the rule
Yes.
to get the image, and if we don't have the pre-image coordinates, how to get it through the image and the rule.
Okay. So the main, thank you. So the main points which is in front of us now, Nano. In case we have Nano.
Yes.
In case we have a pre-image and we have an image. A pre-image and image. How you will find the rule, Nano?
I will subtract the image from the pre-image.
Thank you. We will subtract the image minus the pre-image, which means 1 minus 3. Okay?
Yes.
After that, if you want to make 5 minus 1 to find 4. Understood this part for the translation?
Yes.
Okay. For the reflection, we started already to reflect across the x-axis and across what? Y-axis. Now, if we want to reflect across x-axis,
Which should be change the sign of the y coordinates.
yes. Okay. Then we want to reflect across the x-axis. So we will keep x, we will not change it, and we will multiply y by negative 1, or we have to change
Negative
the
y.
sign for y. So it will be negative y. If you want to reflect across y-axis, and I have
We should
x and
we should
y.
be
Change the sign of the X.
we change the sign of the x.
Yes, change the sign for the x, which means you are going to keep y and you will change the sign for x, or you will multiply x by -1. So it will be negative x and y. Okay, so this is for reflection and for a translation. We studied this year reflection across x-axis and y-axis. Later on, we are going to study something else, but not this part, yani, or not in this region. Let's move to the last one about rotation. What are the famous words related to rotation? The key word is
Turn.
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 Yes, turn.
Turn.
Then a rotation or turn is a transformation around a fixed point. So it should be around a fixed point called the center of rotation through a specific angle and a specific direction, which means a specific angle like the angles which we studied before, which is 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270, and -270, and 360. And a specific direction, which is clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, what about clockwise? Clockwise means positive or negative?
Negative.
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 Negative. And counterclockwise means
Positive.
positive. Let me check with you also the angles which we can use. If I want to rotate 90 degrees positive, I have x and y. Okay, and I want to rotate 90 degrees around the origin. So it will be,
Negative y.
Negative
yes,
y.
very
X.
good, negative y and x. We will switch first. We will change. We will turn. So it will be y and x. But don't forget that you have to multiply the first one by negative. So it will be negative y and x. And I said, who will be the partner for 90 degrees? Which one? It will give
Ne-
us the same.
270. Negative 270.
Negative
Negative
270.
270, exactly. Then if you are working with 90 or negative 270, you will switch and you will change the sign for the first. What about second? If you want to rotate negative 90, and I
يبقى
have
negative
Will be y and the change
Y
the
negative
sign of
Y
we
and
will
the
X.
switch first,
coordinate.
right? We would switch, so it will be y and x. And now it's negative 90.
Miss هو ده counterclockwise.
If I didn't write the sign, so I can't write negative 90 and counterclockwise in the same time. If I'm writing now in front of you, I'm writing 90, right? I wrote 90. 90 means
Yes.
positive.
Yes.
Negative 90 means negative 90. But if if I will give you a question, 90 counterclockwise. So in this case, it will be 90
Positive.
counterclockwise. So that means positive or negative? Counterclockwise, positive. Okay, then once you have the
Miss
sign,
طب I have a question.
yes, sure.
بس هو دلوقتي 90 counterclockwise هو 90 صح؟ يعني
Yes,
same thing?
same thing, same thing.
Okay.
Okay, but you want to check
Okay,
if you understood already the directions or not, clockwise and counterclockwise. If we will say 90
Okay.
clockwise, 90 clockwise, so it will be, that means
Negative 9.
negative.
Negative.
Yes, that means negative. Okay, so once you have 90 clockwise or 90 clockwise, so we have to translate. What about 180? 180, we will switch. If you want to rotate anything 180, you will switch?
No.
No.
No, we will
180
keep it the
is
same,
as
but
negative.
we will change only what?
The
The
sign.
signs
The
of the x
sign.
and the
Yes,
y.
we
X
will
and Y?
multiply both of them. This is negative x and it will be negative e, negative y. What about 360? There is a difference if you want to rotate 180 or negative 180. There is a difference?
No.
No.
No, it will be the same. And we can call it by half rotation. So 180, we can call it half rotation. 90 degrees, we can call it quarter rotation. 360, we can say it full rotation. What about 360? If you want to rotate a figure 360, what's going to happen?
The same.
The same. It will be the same. We will not change anything. Now, it's your turn to play quickly before our competition. This one, it will be which transformation? The figure in front of you, which transformation?
Translation.
Translation. Thank
Translation.
you. So, Judy said the first or Maya? And I want to know who said first, okay? So, Judy said first now in this question. Be ready with the next question. So, this one is a translation. We want to know the rule. We want to know the rule.
X plus 5.
Yes.
Y minus 2.
And y minus 2. Amazing. Amazing. Okay.
Minus
Next question. And this is translation. This question. Huh?
Rotation.
Reflection.
Rotation.
Rotation. With which angle?
90.
90 degrees clockwise.
This is a rotation 90 degrees. What about the last one? This one is
Reflection.
across
the
x-axis. Yes, so this is the reflection. What about this one?
Translation.
Reflection ولا translation ولا rotation ولا none of these? Translation.
Translation.
This one is identify the type of concurrence of transformation shown as a reflection ولا translation ولا rotation. So in this one, it will be a rotation. No, I think it's a translation. Yes, I think
translation.
Translation, yes.
It could be translation 360 degrees.
3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is a translation, not rotation. Okay, sorry. This one is reflection across
Y-axis.
y-axis. So this one is reflection across the y-axis. What about this one?
Rotation.
Rotation. The first one I heard your voice. Rotation. Huh? That's it. Okay? يبقى my library third term exam module 9. Okay? Assignment online practice. So this is your practice which you are going to work with. Once you finish,
Miss
sorry?
How I add my name?
Miss هو ايه الكود؟
يعني once you finish, you will send to me your score. تمام؟
مش عايزني اصلا.
وادي أسامة.
بس هو ثواني انا داخله على ايه بالظبط؟
وادي فادية دخلت في الجيم. ها؟ وادي كنزي.
مس دلوقتي
هو مين معايا؟ محدش بيدخل معايا.
وهنا مجدي دخلت معانا في الجيم. ويلا يا شباب.
يلا
دلوقتي انا معايا
لوحدي
في الجيم.
يعني
طب مش انا لوحدي
واطلع مع فوفي.
بس هو انا دي
انا
بس انا مش فاهمه ليه. بس بيقول you need at least 2 players to start the game. بجد انا مش فاهمه.
انا اصلا مش عايز نكتب الكود.
واحمد رشوان دخل وهنا مجدي دخلت وهنا الحلم وهنا حمدي والمنافسه بتشتد بينكم يا جريد 8. يلا ها
بس انا مش فاهمه. مش عارفه
ايه ده انا مع ريم يا
يلا
مش عارفه اصلا.
ايه ده انا مع ريم ومايا
عايزه
أنا مش
في
عارفة.
انتظار الريزلت from your game.
واحنا اصلا ما بنلعبش دي